Hi, foodie friends, and welcome to Chef's Recipe Spotlight with Chef Jessica Ann, where we love to do what we do best, and that is talk about all things food. We are so excited to share our culinary creation of the day, a flavorful feature that deserves a discussion, and that recipe is, drumroll please, Southern Salmon Croquettes. Man, that makes it sound fancy, doesn't it? But really, they're not that fancy. They can sometimes be called the salmon patty, which kind of takes it down a notch, right? It's kind of like a mix between a crab cake and a salmon burger, but they are oh so delicious. They're full of salmon. You can either use fresh or canned salmon, bell peppers, onions, seasonings, and this dish is special, or at least my recipe is special, because we use seasoned salt, cilantro, which I know some of you are going to go ugh to, but we have some options for you, and Worcestershire sauce. They're easy to form, easy to make, and everybody will love them. So make sure you do a double batch and freeze some while you're at it. You know I'm a lady who likes it saucy, so before you even get started, start thinking about what kind of sauce you're going to pair with these, and that can really take you on a new flavor journey as far as seasonings. Some of my favorites are sriracha sour cream, homemade tartar, just fresh lemon wedges. Kids love them with ketchup, kind of like fish sticks, right? Spicy cocktail sauce, crab cake sauce, or just plain yogurt. Greek yogurt if you're trying to keep it a little bit healthy. So how do we make these? They're really easy to make, and the patties can actually be made ahead of time if you want to do that. And they're also freezer friendly, which makes them basically the all-around perfect recipe. Am I right? Okay, so start with a bowl. You've got your flour and yellow cornmeal. Mix these together before you add everything else. This makes sure that they're evenly divided in the mixture and you won't over mix it when you put the salmon in. The risk you run there is breaking up salmon into small pieces, and you want some big jumbo lump pieces of salmon, but also overworking the flour, which can make your cakes, your patties a little bit gummy, and no one wants that. Okay, so mix those together, just whisk them, and then with your hands, toss in the salmon. You can use canned salmon, you could also use fresh salmon, just make sure it's cooked. Red bell pepper, onion, an egg, Worcestershire sauce, seasoned salt, pepper, garlic powder, and mayonnaise. The mayonnaise and the egg are really our binders here. Toss those together with your hands along with the cilantro. Now, the cilantro adds unique flavor to these, but if cilantro is just not your jam, it tastes like dish soap, feel free to swap that out for parsley or just leave it out altogether. No one's going to be mad. Okay, so toss those with your hands and then make them into about 6 to 8 patties. While you're waiting for your oil to heat in a skillet, put them in the fridge or the freezer. This helps them set up a little bit. In fact, if you have the time, I highly suggest doing it for at least 30 minutes. They start to congeal. They have less likelihood of falling apart when you're actually frying them. So when you're ready to cook, heat just a tiny bit of oil, just enough to make a slick in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Don't go too high because we don't want to burn that oil, and that smoke point is usually around 350 on most oils. Once it's hot, cook the patties for only 2 to 3 minutes on each side, just to get a nice golden brown color. I like a little crunchy crust, if you know what I mean, and then leaves them creamy on the inside. You can serve them immediately with your favorite dipping sauce, or if you want to drain them a bit on a paper towel or put them in a hot oven to keep them warm while you cook the rest of them. If you're making a big batch, that works too. So there you go. As always, we hope to give you culinary inspiration, and I love to hear all your thoughts, comments, experiences, tips, and tricks. Just leave them in the comment section below, and make sure you to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, and sign up for our email list so you never miss a recipe. From my kitchen to yours, have a fabulous day.